Hey guys, and welcome to the first of hopefully many Halo PC videos on Play with Fire. I'm Toran, and today we're going to be checking out Halo 5 Forge. To give a little backstory, I grew up on Halo. It was a huge part of my childhood, and I always had friends coming over to play against each other, to play through the campaign, and eventually to play online with strangers. We used to hang out in my basement, linking original Xbox consoles together to have these huge multiplayer sessions. My dad, he loved the franchise, and we all enjoyed teaming up against him as kids, even though he was really bad, and we just killed him over and over again like some sort of virtual punching bag. We had so many good nights doing that. Halo taught me teabagging, taught me how to troll online before it was even called trolling, taught me all the basics of online gaming, and it's just a special franchise to me for all these reasons. Halo was kind of at the forefront when online multiplayer shooters became a huge deal, and its universe and characters are just fantastic. Since I built my first gaming PC, I really moved away from consoles, and while I picked up the last Halo game that came out for Xbox 360, I couldn't really justify buying a new console just for one game, when I had this awesome PC with all these awesome games to play on it. So a few months ago, Halo 5 Forge released on PC entirely free, and after years of no hope of seeing Halo games on PC again, there was some real excitement amongst the PC community. Forge is kind of Halo's map maker mode, which lets you build and play your own or other people's creations, maps and game modes. Until today, it was missing a way to play with random people, but with a fancy new server browser, you can now join and host custom games. Unfortunately, we PC players are missing out on the campaign, matchmaking, customization, and a lot of other features, but we finally have a way to get our Halo fix. And with Halo 6 all but guaranteed to get a full release on the PC, the future is looking bright. With all that being said, in this video we're going to be hopping into some custom games with other people. Might be hosting our own and checking out all that Halo has to offer on PC currently. So let's get started. So first off, I had to take a look at PvP. Halo is the bread and butter of competitive online multiplayer on Xbox, so it's one of the first things I checked out on PC. It's been a couple years since I last played Halo, and I've never ever played it with a mouse and keyboard, so needless to say it went pretty poorly. That's not to say I didn't have fun. It's nice using the beautiful battle rifle from Halo 2 once again. It's nice to get slaughtered by some guy with an energy sword. It's nice to shoot someone's foot while I'm trying to go for their face. Well, Forge has hundreds, if not thousands, of competitive maps designed by the community, so screw spending $15 for a map pack each month when I can play a different map each match from now until whenever I get bored of this. One negative though is that there's some features missing from this version of Halo that PC players have come to expect. Things like the much needed FOV slider or a way to remove the frame rate cap feel like no-brainers. The PC community is so used to these features, so not including them from the get-go seems like a poor decision. A tweet today from one of the Forge team members said that some necessary PC features were supposed to be included in today's update, but they were so focused on other features they forgot to include them. Statements like these don't look good on the developer 343 Industries or Microsoft as a whole. That being said, hopefully we see a speedy hotfix to get these included into the game. But getting back to the PvP, like I said, there are endless amounts of competitive multiplayer maps in Forge. If you're feeling nostalgic, you can find several remakes and variations of your favorite maps. I spent a little bit of time playing on Narrows, which is a great asymmetrical map from Halo 3. The version I played was really true to the original, so it was nice to revisit it, even if I got my ass handed to me once again. So many people remake the old maps, there has to be at least 100 different variations of Blood Gulch, Halo's most popular map ever. Today's update added King of the Hill and race game modes, so with the creation tools you can basically recreate all of Halo's past and present PvP game modes. The thing is, you can only do PvP game modes. As I mentioned earlier, the PC version of Halo 5 doesn't include a campaign, but it also doesn't have any co-op or single-player PvE game modes. Fighting waves of AI, training against AI bots, none of them are features, and it's very unlikely that we'll see anything like this until Halo 6. That being said, there are tons of really cool minigames and other game modes that aren't anything like the standard Halo PvP experience, so there's plenty to check out even if you aren't a big fan of online shooters. Let's take a look at some of these game modes with some live commentary. I've had some frame rate issues while recording some of these, so apologies in advance. checking out. It's called Outbreak City, where one team drives around in cars, other team is infected and tries to murder the people in cars. And you don't necessarily have to be in a car, but it does make it easier. So as we kill the other players, they're gonna become infected as well, and they're gonna join our team. So the point is to just last as long as you can as a non-infected player.
2 minutes left.
Unless you're infected, then the point's just to murder everyone.
DMR in 10.
I'm gonna try to cut this guy off. That did not
DMR's
work
up.
out as planned.
Conversion. Two survivors remain.
Got that guy.
Last Spartan standing.
The point of this is to hang out in this square area on your little ATV here, the Mongoose. And as time goes on, these rectangles are going to disappear and get smaller. The area is going to get smaller and smaller until all that's left is the little red square in the middle. But basically the point of this is to be the last one standing, the last person who's not fallen off the edge as these things disappear. So as you can see now, there's a space, so you can be knocked off now. So we're basically just sumo wrestling, trying to stay in the middle. I was close there. And it's just a fun game mode that someone came up with. It's completely ridiculous. What you normally expect from an online shooter, but that's the beauty of the Forge mode. You can make any sort of map you want. Do whatever you want.
1 minute left.
This asshole here is trying to shoot his gun at people, I guess? I don't know. Oh, fuck. Alright,
Suicide.
so I'm dead. Well, we can still watch as these last three guys try to hang out and not fall off the edge.
$30 seconds.
Oh, nice knockoff by the yellow guy. So we're down to the final two. It's gonna be a tight match here, I think. Want to try and stay in the red square. Oh, fuck, it like that. Alright, so that's round 4. Let's hop into the next round. Alright, round 5. So see, we hop on our Mongoose and get in the middle here. Stay in those areas where the Mongooses spawn and die in about 10 seconds. So kind of force you to get to the middle here. There's not a lot of customization options in the PC version of this. In fact, the only thing you can do is to change the color of your character. So it's kind of funny to see so many people went for white and black. Every person in this game, including myself, the white and black one. Oh my god, I can't even see my own character. I'm stuck in this huge pile of it out here.
1 minute left.
That guy's on top of an ATV that's on top of an ATV. Very impressive.
$30 seconds.
Alright, this is stupid as fuck. Oh, we just have the red square left.
10 seconds.
Oh, there goes one guy.
Overtime.
Alright.
Game over. Defeat.
Guess there's a timer. Alright guys, so this mode is called Snowball Fights. Looks like it's about throwing plasma grenades at each other. Halo plasma grenades. Grenades that are sticky. So if you hit someone directly with one, like I didn't do there, like he did there, you're gonna get an instant kill. So everyone in this mode is running around with plasma grenades, trying to hit each other with them. Oh, I got that guy. Nice. Guy looked like he went for a little swim. See the name Snowball Fight refers to what these grenades look like. Yes, got that guy. Got reloaded on our snowballs. Nice. Amazing. Hey guys, so this time we're playing Nitro Runner, and in this map we are just trying to complete a course and make it to the end. Just waiting on a respawn here.
Enemy fire!
Just riding these Mongooses again. I'm gonna try to make it through this course. I think we get a point each time we make it. Team loses a point every time we die, and our teams are -12 to -13 as the score, so I take it it's pretty difficult for that. Okay, seem to have gotten stuck. Alright, kicking ass right here. Wow, this is crazy. I just ran some guy over. Oh! Shit. Pretty good. Ah, beautiful.
Suicide. Round 2.
Alright, so this is Joyeux Noel, which is a map someone made that's Christmas themed. Game mode we're playing, we're a bunch of Spartans, and we gotta just stay alive. As people die, they become infected, and the point of the game is just to try and stay alive through the time limits, or at least be the last one standing. Damn, that guy got fucked up. For some reason my frame rate's not good. I'm not sure why. I think it might be because I'm recording. I'm using OBS instead of Fraps, because this game is DirectX 12,
New teammate.
which Fraps doesn't support. And how the fuck do I get out of this goddamn room? Okay. There's gotta be a way out of here. This map is way bigger than just this room. That appears to be a window I can't go through. Well, someone came through the chimney. Maybe I can go up the chimney? Holy horrible time to look through the chimney. Alright, next we're loading up into Mintotaurs. Mintotaurs is a pretty cool game mode. So one person plays as the Minotaur, which is this giant mech thing. And everyone else needs to just try not get killed by them. But you're in a big maze, and the walls kind of open and close. If you've ever seen like Maze Runner, it's kind of a similar concept. We're joining mid-round, so anyone who dies in this game mode becomes one of the Minotaurs, and we need to hunt the players who are left alive. Alright, yeah. Sorry, Black Dog. Now this time we start off as one of the guys on the ground, so we're gonna want to avoid the big baddies. Tell the tale of the horrible Minotaur I saw. Crouch down, make ourselves as small as possible. Hope that the Minotaur doesn't find us. Uh-oh. People are dying. Very close to ammo shells. Going on here? I have no bullets. Damn it. Okay, this time I'm gonna stay alive for more than 5 seconds. Fuck. Fuck. Damn it. No. Okay. Oh my god, so scary. I'm just gonna stay here for a while. He's not gonna look in the same place twice for a little bit. This is amazing. I don't want to move at all. I have a better chance if I just stay still. Looks like I have the highest score right now. there's one coming. Oh, no, no! Damn it! Wow.
Survivors eradicated.
I was the last man standing. Pretty proud of myself. So as you can see, there's some pretty cool player-made game modes that people have come up with. I'm not even scratching the surface, really. There's so many more modes that I could have featured in this video. Pancakes versus flying spatulas, UFO abduction, trying to climb a mountain dodging huge boulders, battle golf, and so much more. Everything I've featured in this video and all the modes I've just mentioned were created before today, and the new tools released today allow for so many more game modes to be made that could easily rival everything you've just seen. While I had a ton of fun shooting this video, there were a few issues I'd like to discuss so that you know what to expect going in. I had a ton of disconnects. Restarting the client was necessary multiple times. Some game modes just didn't work as there are tons of unfinished projects that people are hosting, mainly due to lack of information. Frame rate drops or object-heavy maps were a real issue, and getting into the new game mode race proved impossible for me personally. Some of the issues could definitely be due to my hardware or just bad luck, but I think, while very playable, the game could use some better optimization. Lastly, the server browser has a couple dozen matches going on at the moment, which isn't surprisingly low, but it would definitely benefit from increased population, which I hope to see soon as people learn about the new features. All of that being said, I really had a blast shooting this video, and with friends, the hours of entertainment from this are endless. While I feel that this game is basically a trial run to drum up interest on Halo 6 for PC, I think if you're a huge fan of Halo and love PC gaming, you can definitely get some entertainment from this version of Halo 5. That concludes my Halo 5 Forge preview. I hope you enjoyed the video and maybe even learned something. Thanks for tuning in to Play with Fire, and if you like what you see here, please like and subscribe to keep up to date with future content.